Dem say if small pikin wan do something, e need to greet im elders before e start to dey do am. As a Delta girl wey I be, a typical Isoko girl, I dey greet you o. You wey dey for the diaspora or you still dey for the Nigeria. As my elder wey you be, I dey greet you. Merry Igwe. Today na better informate na I bring come your table. Today we go dey discuss the factor wey dey determine property. This life wey we dey so, no be chance dey determine person life o. Na the decision wey you make na im dey determine the result wey you go see. And today I wan ask you one simple question. Wetin be your real estate goal for this remaining half of the year? Because the first half don pass already, na the second half we dey so. Wetin be your real estate goal? Why you still dey think about am? I go like give you some points wey go guide you if you wan buy property. Because you dey hear people dey say, come invest for property, come buy o, we dey sell property for the new Lagos, for the new Lagos. And the new Lagos, like you know, if you never know, na they call Epe and Ibejuleki. Now, if I buy property for this axis, wetin be the factor determine the property value of these locations? Na that one, now I go guide you on today, where you go take know the steps to follow if you wan buy property for certain areas, especially for Lagos here. Because of course, you know say the population wey dey for Lagos, e dey very high. Na everyday people dey enter inside Lagos. Lagos be like London for the diaspora. Because the opportunities wey dey Lagos, no be wetin dem dey use mouth take talk finish. If you want better opportunity for Lagos, e good make you get better investment. Next point wey we dey discuss about na the population and the demography. Wetin dem dey call like that? People wey be say dem be like me, dem go say oyibo people dey don start again. But I go break am down for you in a way be say you sef you go understand am. Wetin these points mean stay for that location and the type of people wey dey stay for that location go determine the influence of the property value. This one come mean say the demand of land go increase. In turn, e go determine whether the land for that location go increase in property. Say the number of people wey dey live for that location and the type of people wey dey live for that location go determine the increase of the property value. Because of the number of people and the kind of people wey dey live for that location, the demand of land go increase, and this one go let us know whether the property of that location go add value. Factor to determine when you want to determine the value of a property na the location of a property. Location, e get very big role to play for real estate investment. As e be say, location na dey determine the worth of the property. Things wey people dey think about before dem buy real estate, if you no dey think about am now. How close be this place to the major city? Shey na property wey be say if I call you make you come buy, you go rush and buy am, you no need to even price. Shey this place dey accessible to the road? Like how many minutes drive from my house to the road, or how many minutes drive the land dey to the road? This place, e dey near schools, e dey near malls, e dey near that place wey they call restaurant, e dey near different hospitals or even churches. People dey look all these things before dem buy property. Money for your aza, or say you get money wey be say you feel like say you no wan use at a particular period of time, you need to invest am for property wey be say go give you high return on investment sharply. All these things na things wey be say you need to look out for before you invest in property. Because na this one, all these things when I mention, na go determine the appreciation of that property. The next one wey I wan explain to you na they call supply and demand. Now this supply and demand na be wetin they call when something push go up or e pull come down, na be supply and demand. And this one na something wey be say e dey affect major location and properties wey dey certain locations. Now if demand of property dey high, supply and demand, e also gets major influence for value of property. Because when the demand of property for particular period dey high, and then the things, the ones wey dey available no plenty, then the price of that property e go high. Because developers go get to understand say people need this thing o, as dem need this thing, na so we go take do am in a rush. And anything wey dem do in a rush, you know say e dey always dey go up, because dem don know say people need this thing. So dem say they need to rush, provide this thing so that people go also enjoy am. Now when the supply come go high, you fit, if e be say you don already get apartment before, e be say maybe na like 5 bedroom, you know say these days people no dey really dey stay for 5 bedroom again like that. E depends sha o. If e be say your pocket full, your shoes shine and everything dey your side gidigba, then you fit decide to stay for 5 bedroom. But you still get some families wey be say dem no go fit afford am, so then dem go dey look for lesser apartments wey be say dem go fit stay over a period of time. However, you go come exceed the demand of wetin we get, and all these things na be things wey dey make value of property for certain locations dey factor wey be another point to consider as a factor of wetin dey determine the value of property. The economic factor of a particular location, e also join wetin dey affect the ability of to sell or to buy that particular investment for the location. Wetin make me talk like this? E get certain people wey be say dem get properties. Make I use the island and the mainland. If you really know the island and the mainland, I go use certain locations for this area take define these particular economic factors. Now e get some places wey be say dem get major developments. When I mean major development wey be say e dey affect everybody for the country, because those people dey produce things wey be say we will be the individuals or the citizens of that country, all of us dey use am together. So if you get property like that in that location, there's every probability say the value of your property e go dey very expensive compared to people wey be say they just get normal property for places wey be say no much development for there. Say like places for mainland, what we take like if you know people dey stay for towards that Ojo axis reach not too much development for that axis, except normal markets wey dey that axis, where they help people see they get certain money at a particular period of time, or maybe every time per se. So you no go use people wey dey for that axis compare people wey dey certain axis for the island wey be say dem dey close to major development, wey be say those developments don give their property value. This property wey give value don make am dey very high. So the price, more say the amount of rent for this place go differ the amount of rent for people wey dey stay for those areas when I call like towards that Ojo axis. E go dey very very different. So if this property for place wey be say dem get a major development for that area, e dey very possible say your property go appreciate, and because of say people go still need place to stay, you na the receiving end, you go get more return on investment, because as you dey buy the land for the area or area wey dey close to that place, dey develop am, people go still request for where to stay. That be the demand of shelter. People go request for where to stay, you go develop the land, and then at the end of the day you go get more money as a wise investor wey you be for the business. All of these things wey we don explain give you today, so that e go fit guide you on the right things to know as to where to, small points wey you need to consider if you wan buy property or if you wan buy land for certain locations. E dey very important for you to know all of these points so that you go put am into consideration. But again, e dey easy to talk like our people dey talk am, but to do am sometimes e dey a bit tedious, because a lot of una dey for the diaspora, some still dey for the Nigeria wey be say dem no even get time to go do all of this process. That make e good make you still contact your better licensed realtor wey dey call Joy the realtor, so that she go guide you professionally. She go give you all the advice wey you need, tell you the places wey dey on point, and wey dey on point wey be say you sef when you invest you go get a very good return on investment for your properties, whether as you dey buy land or either you don develop am into house. I remain your very best, so Joy the realtor. The joy wey dey give you joy for the present, I go still give you joy for the future. My name is Shegwario. Hey, Nado. For more information on how we go take talk about this matter and further, call the number wey dey display for your screen. And if you dey new to my YouTube channel, you just hear my voice for the first time, up for the comment section below, so that I will give you a very big hug and to tell you well done for watching my video Also subscribe, share the video so that everybody go get the good news. Not only you want make money, allow your brother to make money. I don sign out for today. We go dey see you again. God bless you.